Hi, I'm Beth, and this is Summer, and we are Chic Crochet. Welcome back, my crochet friends. Summer is getting a little shaggy, you may have noticed, but never fear. Tomorrow is spa day, so the next time you see her, she is going to be very glamorous, aren't you, darling? Would you like to sit over there and watch mommy film? Okay, so while you and I chat, Summer's going to take a little break over here. I want to let you know that I'm going to be giving a life update as I crochet and chat with you. So stay tuned and we'll get to that. I sincerely want to connect with you, my viewer, and form a community here that has a back and forth, a dialogue where you feel compelled to comment and offer your opinions and what's going on in your lives. And I really want to engage with you. So in order to do that, I'm going to be a little bit vulnerable here and share with you what is going on in my personal life as of late. So I mentioned in my first video that my mother was very sick and my father-in-law was very sick, and that is how I came to crochet. And we spent lots of time in the hospital, and my husband and I just trying to be with our loved ones and take care of them. But, you know, when you're in the hospital, there's only so much you can do, but you need to be there to support them. And there's a lot of downtime sitting and waiting. So that is when I began to crochet. And it was just such a blessing, a godsend, that I could do something that was productive and that was good for my mental health. And then in the end, it was so rewarding because I had something to show for it. So that was my beginning of my crochet journey. And that began last February of 2024. So it's been about a year and a half. And my mother did pass away on March 14th of this year. It was the hardest thing I've ever dealt with in my life. I just can't talk about that right now. I will talk about that more at another time. I will show you something very special that I have in honor of my mother. And this is my mother's ring. So a mother's ring is something in the United States. I don't know that it's still a current, I don't see them much anymore, but years ago, mothers would have a mother's ring, which represented the birth of their children. So I have 6 brothers and sisters, and every one of these stones represents the birth month of my siblings. No 2 of us were born in the same month, so all of these stones are different. And this belonged to my mother. So my siblings and I divided up valuables like this, and I was given Mom's mother's ring, and it is so special to me, so special to me. But on to the next terrible thing that has happened. Yesterday morning at 2:05 a.m., my father-in-law went to heaven, and that is what is currently happening. I've been helping my husband. He's an only child, in contrast to me, who is one of 7. And I've been helping he and my mother-in-law today make arrangements, and just been at her house trying to help her arrange the home and get it presentable for guests to arrive, because he was ill at home for weeks and weeks. So we had a lot of medical equipment in the home that needed to be taken back, and took up a lot of floor space and just made clutter. So we took care of that today, and got her ready for hosting guests that are inevitably going to show up. They have a strong church family and a huge friend network. So those friends are really wanting to come by and pay their respects even before the funeral. So that's going on right now. When I started the crochet channel, which was only about 3 weeks ago, there was a lull in my life, meaning I had some downtime. My children were well situated. My husband was doing well. My father-in-law was experiencing a season of feeling better. And I had some downtime at work. So I thought, okay, this is it. I'm going to have time to start this crochet channel. I've been wanting to do this for months. Here we go. So I ordered a few pieces of equipment that I would need, just, you know, some minimal things like a basic microphone and a basic light and things like that. And I got ready to go. So I had all of these ideas ready to go. And I just had tons of video ideas, tons of crochet ideas. And lo and behold, I launched the channel. And then what happens? Everything happens. Everything happened all at once. My father-in-law's health starts to decline. My husband gets so busy taking care of his parents and with his work that he needs more support than normal. My dog gets sick. Poor little Summer. She got sick. Another child needed some extra support. She decided to move to a different state. She needed help moving. So neither one of my children are married. They're fairly young graduates from college. So they're still in those stages of life where they need, you know, their parents' support. And then every client that I have starts calling me that, you know, they were not needing me at that point. I don't want to go into what my career is, but anyway, they were settled and not needing my help. You know, it was going to be like they need my help in the future. And then all of a sudden, all of them need me all at one time. Plus, I start getting new clients calling me and asking me if they can become my clients. So that happened just as I launched my channel. And I've been so disappointed and anxious that I have not been able to get to the videos that I've been wanting to make. The ones that I have made, they've been okay, but they have not been the quality and depth that I was hoping to do. Mainly because as soon as I launched the channel, I didn't have time to crochet anymore. I've had one thing right after another. I have not been able to produce the crochet items that I wanted to create. That has not happened. This mermaid tail was supposed to be finished weeks ago. I had a unicorn that is a whip, and that was supposed to be finished weeks ago. And I have not even finished these two things. So it's been a little upsetting. I really just I can't explain how this all happened, but you know, it's kind of Murphy's Law. You probably know. You've probably had these experiences in your life, but also it seems so shallow and so, you know, when you've got family members who are passing away and when you are doing something like this, it seems meaningless or it seems shallow or it seems like it's unimportant or it should not be a priority. So it's kind of hard to focus on the things that are enjoyable, like my crochet channel, like creating crochet, when you've got your family falling apart around you. When I say falling apart, I mean, you know, of course, my husband and my mother-in-law and my children so upset that they've just lost their husband, their father, and their grandfather. Plus, he was my father-in-law for 30 years, and I love him too. I haven't grieved like I normally would. It's only been a couple of days, but my grief is still I'm so deep into my grief over my mother that I have not grieved him like I probably would if more time had passed in between losing my mother and losing him. I'm still just not able to think of anyone but her. It's almost like I can't grieve for more than one person at a time. It's just too much. It's just too much. So that doesn't take away from the fact that I love him very much and I want to pay my respects to him because he deserves it. He deserves to be mourned. He deserves the respect and the grief. He was a good man. He has a lot of good qualities, and he was a son of God, and he was important. He was important to God, very important to God, as all of you are. And I'm sorry that he's gone, and I think it will hit me, but right now I've just got to be there for my husband and my mother-in-law and my kids because he was really important to them. So anyway, that's what's going on with me right now, and I'm sorry that my channel is not taking off as I had intended. It's not, it doesn't have the depth that I intended, but I am going to be working toward that. So please hang in there with me. Please leave a comment. Please subscribe. So as the channel does get better and the video quality improves, the content improves, that you will be there with me for the journey. And it will be you, the viewers, from the beginning, who've made the comments, who I am able to engage with when we do lives. You are going to be the ones that I will always remember because you were here from the beginning. And I look forward to learning your names or your nicknames, whatever your handles are on YouTube. I look forward to engaging with you and getting to know you. And yeah, this is going on with me right now, but what's going on with you? What is hurting you right now? Or what's your joy right now? What in your life? Just because I'm going through something sad, don't be afraid to share with me what wonderful thing is going on in your life right now. I would love to know. So don't be apprehensive about leaving a comment just because you think my life is sad right now. I would love to hear what's going on in your life that's joyful. If you're being blessed in your life, that makes me happy. I am happy for you, and I love that. I want joy to be happening all around I want joy to be happening to people in my life, whether I know them or whether I don't. I want you to be blessed. Just because I'm not blessed doesn't mean I want everyone else to be miserable. And I'm not miserable. I'm just saying we're going through a season of sadness. We are going through a very difficult year. We have had, my father-in-law is actually the fourth death in my family in the last 8 months. So it started with my niece, who was diagnosed with cancer and died within 7 weeks. And then we had an aunt who passed away, and she had been sick for a long time, but still, that we didn't want to lose her. That was sad. And then my mother, and now my father-in-law. There was also, we had Hurricane Helene in between. Not sure if you are familiar with how devastating that was for the Southeast, but we lost people that we know in the flood, and it was very bad. My mother was stuck in her home and was unable to be reached other than by helicopter for the first 11 days. And I did not get to speak to her till the 11th day. So I'm 95 years old and stranded, but I did have siblings who were near her and were with her and were able to get a generator and, keep her safe and comfortable. The NPR radio program came, and I think they came in by helicopter, and they were interviewing people, and I'm listening to it on the radio. Actually, no, I'm listening to it through a link that someone had shared on Facebook. And oh my gosh, I hear my brother's voice come over, and he's telling the story about his 95-year-old mother who is stranded and how they are making it through the aftermath of this storm. And he's talking about my mother. Helene was a lot. So we've had a rough year. It's been rough, but God has been faithful and we are blessed. I'm just letting you know that I want to be really positive with this channel. But negative things happen to everyone, and it's happening to us right now. But we will make it through it, and there will be, there's highs and lows in life, and that is just the way it is. So I want to mention my last video. If you saw my bestie Amy, she is such a joy, and oh my gosh, she is my rock. So she was here last week actually to help while my father-in-law was experiencing some horrible bouts of his illness, and she was just such a joy to have around. I hope you watched our video. We cracked ourselves up. We think we're hysterical. I don't know if you all thought we were funny, but we sure did think I thought she was hilarious, and I don't know if she thought I was just goofy or stupid, but we just cracked up. I had to edit so much of that video just because we could not keep a straight face, but we had so much fun, and I hope you will go back and watch it. There's a quiz on there. The thumbnail shows that I think it says Bestie's Crochet Quiz, so take a look if you haven't seen it. It's a hoot. I think it's a hoot anyway. So that's that. I will stop. I'm sorry, I'm rattling on and on. So let's talk about this mermaid tail for a minute. What I'm doing is the crocodile stitch, and if you've never done the crocodile stitch, this is how it's done. So you make this row of V's, if you can see that, and so the crocodile stitch is this. You're going to do a double crochet. You're going to do 4 double crochets on each side of the crocodile stitch. So there's 1, 2, 3, and 4, and then chain 1, and then you turn it. So I have to do it on this table. It has gotten so large I cannot handle it on my lap. It's too big at this point. Now we do the other 4, the other side of the crocodile stitch on the other side of the V. So it's 4 more double crochet. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. I got this pattern. It was a video tutorial on a little small mermaid tail for a child, and I have adapted it, modified it into an adult size. So there is not a pattern for this. I just took the child size one, I made that one, and now I've adapted it to, or modified it to the size I want. So that, I'm going to show you that again. All right, so we're going to do 4. We're going to do 4 double crochet on this side. 1, 2, 3, 4, chain 1, turn. Now we're doing the other side. On the other side of the V, 1, excuse me, 1, 2, 3, and 4. So basically you have 8 stitches compose one crocodile stitch. You have 4 double crochet, 1 chain stitch, 4 double crochet. You have 4 double crochet, 1 chain stitch, 4 double crochet. That makes the crocodile stitch. Isn't that cool? I will keep you posted as I continue to work on it, and I hope that I have a finished product to show you very soon. Can you see? Can you see the entire tail? So we've got quite a ways to go, but we're getting there. Summer and I sincerely want to thank you for taking the time out of your day to spend with us. We very much look forward to spending time with you again soon. But until then, remember to let your light shine, my friends, and always stay chic. Hey there, this is Future Beth and Future Summer. I just wanted to pop on a minute and let you know she did get groomed. And Summer just looks adorable. You look so cute, Summer. You look so cute, honey. You look so pretty, baby. Yes, you look adorable. But by the time we film again, she might be shaggy. So I just wanted to let you know that she did get groomed, and I wanted to show you what she looks like when she's freshly groomed. Hey, Summer, look at Mommy. Aren't you cute? Aren't you cute? Say bye, friends. We'll see you soon. We'll see you soon. Bye.
Chic, chic.